Going on, you guys? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Old Dog, Anti-Imperial to chill here, man. Good to see everybody out there. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Definitely, all the ways, always. So, Old Dog, Anti-Imperial to chill. You guys know how that go, man. It's my artist name. Old Dog. Old Dog is kind of like the. He's funny. He's kind of like the thug. He's kind of like the one that likes to have fun. He's sexually explicit and things like that. That's Old Dog. Anti-Imperial is more of who I am. That's why Anti-Imperial is in the center, because Anti-Imperial is more of who I truly am. Anti-Imperial is all about politics, government, religion, social issues, upliftment, education, sociology, psychology, and things like that. Physiology, philosophy, and things like that. And the Chill is the last name, and the Chill is a hopeless romantic. He's all about falling in love, raising a family, and things like that. So that's my artist name, Old Dog, Anti-Imperial, the Chill. I see you, Rachel B69, for sure. I see you, Tennessee 3416, for sure. Good to see you. This is Diversity Outspoken. We do this every Wednesday and every Sunday night. That is United States Eastern Time Zone. Every Wednesday, every Sunday night, United States Eastern Time Zone. Lyles Leonard 67 checked in. The beautiful Jewel. What's going on, beautiful Jewel? It's all good. So that would be Wednesday nights, 9 o'clock United States Eastern Time Zone, and Sunday nights, 9 o'clock p.m. United States Eastern Time Zone. We call this Diversity Outspoken because we speak about a diverse range of topics, meaning that we speak about anything and everything, and we are outspoken, meaning that we are straight to the point about those topics. This will be uploaded onto YouTube, so if you do not have me on Instagram or TikTok, you can see this on YouTube. Hopefully you're subscribed to my YouTube. My YouTube is just Anti-Imperial with a space in between, as you see here. But for those of you who do have me on TikTok or Instagram, it is anti_imperial. So that little underscore, which is that little line down there at the bottom, for Instagram and TikTok, it would be anti_imperial. That's how you would get in touch with me. If you do have me on Instagram, this is Instagram Live, you guys. We are on Instagram Live right now. The easiest way to subscribe to my YouTube is to simply go to my Instagram bio page. You guys know we all get an IG bio page or an Instagram bio page. And on that bio page, there is always a line that we have, and that is our one line that we have for a link, for a website link, and that website link will always be my latest video, and it will most likely always be a YouTube video. Therefore, if you have me on Instagram, you can go to my IG bio page, my Instagram bio page, go to that link, click that link, and when that video comes up, you can go ahead and hit the subscribe button that's right there on that YouTube video, and you would be subscribed. And I would appreciate that. Thank you very much if you would do that, if you are not subscribed already. Man, every day I do a daily historical post, you guys. If you guys get bored or anything, make sure you go to my, for those of you guys who have me on Instagram and on TikTok, especially on Instagram, you can go to my page and you guys can see that daily historical post. And it's about things that happened on that particular day, going back decades, centuries, or even thousands of years in the past on that particular day, things that have occurred. All right. Before we get started, I was going to say, I have my one rule. My one rule only, you guys know this, and that is that we all are respectful here. If you're here, whether you agree or disagree with me or anybody on here, just respect the entire environment and just be respectful with your agreement or disagreement. I wouldn't want to have to block anybody while we are here. But I never have any problem with that, you guys, because we're all a good family here. So everything always works out perfectly. But that is my one rule, to be respectful at all times of the entire environment, because we are positive here, for sure. And we are all respectful of one another. Shata, I see you, Shata. Shata has joined. What's going on, Shata? Emma, the one and only Emma, the beautiful boss lady. Boss lady's in the building. What's going on, boss lady? It's all good. So tonight, I was gonna say today because I'm in daytime. You guys are in nighttime primarily over there, but I'm in daytime. But so I was gonna say today, but I said tonight, because my mind frame is where you guys are, right? So that's how we're going to do it. It's all good. Y'all know I'm crazy. Y'all know I'm a nerd in the dork. Y'all know I'm wild. Tonight, we're going to talk about health and exercise tonight or today, depending on where you are in the world. We're going to talk about health and exercise while you are in love. Health and exercise while you are in a relationship. Look at that, look at that, look at that. This is not going to be a long Instagram live. This is not going to be a long Diversity Outspoken. We're going to get to it and get through it, and I'm going to let y'all go about y'all business today or tonight. It's all good. So you guys, I got a DM, and I always say this. I get DMs all the time, right? So I always say like I average about 25 DMs a day, just from people just wanting to know different things, and of course, like which I love. Like everybody who DMs me, there's always a back and forth. There's always a conversation. So sometimes it takes me a while, you guys, to kind of get back to different individuals. So if it takes me a while to get back to you, if you have DM'd me, it might take a couple of days, but probably shouldn't take a little bit more than that. But I will get back to every DM. I do answer everybody's DM, and I do continue to conversate with everybody who wants to conversate with me, with the back and forth, with the questions and things like that. I will also get back to you guys, for sure. So I got a DM from a couple of people. And the first time I got it, I really, we had a conversation about it. I was talking to them about it and giving them, my thoughts about it and things like that. And then I got it again, probably like 3 weeks later. And so they were from guys. They were from two guys. And these two guys were saddened. And they were really hurt because their wives, you guys, they were both married. Their wives both had affairs, both cheated on them, both had affairs with people at their job. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly, I think both of them, the wives had affairs with the boss, with their boss, their male boss. So, like I said, we went back and forth through it. And they were really hurt. And, but after going back and forth and kind of helping them out and talking to them for, a day, a couple days or whatever, they thanked me. Both of them thanked me, and I appreciate that, man. And, they're strong men. They were strong individuals. My heart goes out to them. I'm glad I was able to help them. As I told them, I'll always be here. They can contact me. They can DM me at any time of the day or night. And I'll try to get back to them as soon as possible. So, because that's difficult, right? So, they were married for numbers of years, and their wives had affairs with the wives' boss. The wives had affairs at work with the wives' boss, with their bosses. I'm not going to get into affairs at the job. That's another Diversity Outspoken. That's a whole nother Diversity Outspoken. That's not the take I'm going to take tonight. What I'm going to take tonight is this, you guys. And like I told them, it's not their fault. People that get cheated on should never blame themselves. But I do want to take more of a macro or a big look on this, just why things like this happen. Men especially. Women also. But men especially. You guys. Once you're in a relationship, you cannot forget what you did and how you were to get that female in the first place. Once you're in a relationship, you cannot forget how you were, how you acted, what you did, how you looked, how you dressed. You cannot forget how you were while you were courting and trying to get that person to fall in love with you, you guys. Women, same thing. You cannot forget how you were. What's going on, Sandra? Sandra 875, I see you. You cannot forget how you were. You cannot forget what you did. You cannot forget how you looked when you first started to get that person to fall in love with you. Okay? This is huge. This is humongous. You can't forget that, people. Because what happens is a lot of people And I'm talking about the vast majority of us are guilty of this, right? The majority of people, you guys, we get in a relationship, we're excited, we meet somebody new, we're excited, we get in that relationship, we're looking fine, we're going to the gym because the first time we have sex, we want to look good in the bed for them and things like that, right? We go to the gym, we're anticipating that first sexual night, you know what I'm saying, and things like that. When we go out, we dress good, we put on cologne, we put on perfume, right? Things like that. Our hair is always cut nice when we go to see this person and things like that. Our teeth always look good and things like that when we go to see this person. What's going on, GW5969? I see you. But after a while, when we're in these relationships, our hair starts to look scruffy. Right? Our hair starts to look scruffy. We don't keep it neat and washed anymore. Okay? We don't do any of that anymore. On top of that, we don't smell good like we used to anymore. All right? We don't get dressed the way we used to get dressed up anymore when we go out and things like that. We don't compliment them the way we used to compliment them anymore. Okay? So, let me just say, man, we have to continue to love the person and show the person that you're involved with that you love them, you guys, in the same way you showed them how much you cared for them and how much you liked them when you first met them. You have to. We have to do that. All right? We have to do that. Okay? A Fink. What's going on, a Fink? A Fink 2019. I see you. It's all good. RK Johnson, 123 in the building. 1, 2, 3. So, gotta really look at that, you guys. We have to keep ourselves up. Okay, we have to keep ourselves up. Man, look, it doesn't cost much. What's good, Sandra? Love you, sister. Doesn't cost much, you guys. Doesn't cost much. You don't have to go out and get the most expensive suit. You don't have to, ladies, go out and get the most expensive thing from Victoria's Secret. I mean, but wear some matching bra and panties, though. Can we get some matching bra and panties? Can we get some matching bra and panties, right? Can we get some little cute matching bra and panties? You can get some cute matching bra and panties at a cheap. It could be at a Walmart. It could be at JCPenney. It could be like, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be somewhere super, super expensive just to be able to match. I'm not saying for like the date night on like Friday or Saturday nights. I'm just saying to get matching bra and panties. What's going on, Superstar 617? Get matching bra and panties. I love you too, Sandra. What's going on, Sandra? 875. Get matching bra and panties, you guys. Just for like, you don't have to do it every night, but just switch it up a little bit sometimes, right? Even for like a weeknight, like an off night. Not even like a night that's planned for like a date night. You know what I'm saying? Not even a night that's planned for like a date night. Just like a regular night, right? Get that, okay? Get a matching bra and panties. Portugal, what's going on? Portugal, I see you. It's all good. Much love over there in Portugal. for sure. Love you, Sandra. But it's really, really important, you guys. Really, really important. Because look, let me tell you this. Your significant other wants to show you off. Trust me. Your significant other wants to show you off, you guys. Your significant other, man or woman, they talk about you at work because their coworkers ask. Especially if you're married, their coworkers know they're in a marriage. They talk about you at work. And they don't want to say, unless they're a negative person, they don't want to say things like, oh, like my wife ain't nothing. My husband ain't SHIT. They're like, no, he's good, and he's this, and he's that, and they're bragging about how good of a father or mother you are, right? They're talking you up. And then, after they're talking you up, after your spouse or significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, after they've been talking you up for half a year at work, then comes the holiday party, or then comes the end of the year party, or then comes, some type of a retreat weekend, park type of situation, party in the park or something like that, whatever it is. And guess what? You show up. And you show up and you look like a mess. Right? You show up and you look like a mess. What's going on, MJ? I see you, MJ. It's all good. I see you. But you show up and you look like a mess. Right? After your significant other has been bragging about you for half a year. After your significant other has been talking you up to all his or her coworkers for all this time. And they're excited. And they want to bring you to the office party, the office holiday party. Right? And you want to show up looking like a mess. You guys, if guys and girls, men and women, if you had first started dating this person and they invited you to their holiday party, to their office party, to their company picnic, and you first started dating them, you know how good you would have looked. Because you wanted to impress the person that you're just getting involved with, to him or her. You want to impress them, so you want to make them look good, because especially if you haven't had sex with them yet. If you meet somebody that's brand new and you haven't had sex with them yet and you're still trying to impress them, when they invite you to their holiday party, what's going on, Robbie Joe 305, Superstar 617 says, don't come to my party. It's all good. Superstar, are you trying to say I look like a mess? Is that what you're trying to say? You don't want me at your holiday party? But Robbie Joe in the building. But definitely, you guys, however you were when you first started to get with that person, Kwaku, the one and only Kwaku is joined, Kwaku in the building. However you were when you first started to get with that person, you guys, when you first started to catch the eye of that person, when you first started to chase that person and want to impress that person, you have to stay like that. You have to stay like that after you're in the relationship for months and years and years and years. You have to stay like that, because they want to brag about you. Boss Lady says, I can come to her party. Aw, thank you, Boss Lady. I look good enough. Am I okay, Boss Lady? I'm okay. It's all good. For sure. The one and only Kwaku. But man, you have to do that, you guys. So, buy new underwear. Guys, buy new underwear. Don't be with the same underwear time after time. The elastic coming out. Buy new underwear, guys. Buy new underwear. Ladies, buy matching bra and panties. The cheap ones. Not the expensive ones. The cheap ones. You don't have to match every night. Out of a 7-day week, right? Out of a 7-day week, just match like 3 or 4. Right? 3 or 4. Out of a 7-day week, go for 3. Let's try to match for 3 out of a 7-day week. Okay? Just so, and get fresh. Just so, even if y'all are not having sex that night, and Superstar 617 says, I definitely don't look like a mess. Superstar 617, thank you. MJ says, I always look good. MJ, you guys gonna make me cry. I love you, MJ. Boss Lady says, glad I don't have to impress anyone. Whew, I remain myself regardless. I hear you, Boss Lady. Oh, and Boss Lady says, there you go, Boss Lady. Boss Lady says she doesn't wear panties. It's all good, Boss Lady. We love you. We love you however you come, Boss Lady. You're beautiful to us however you come. It's all good. It's all good. For sure. Sandra, I see you, Sandra. So, definitely, you guys. New underwear, buy new underwear, you guys. Men, keep your hair cut. Be shaved up, man. Keep shaved up. Keep your hair cut, shaved up, trimmed up a little bit. Doesn't cost too much to get a haircut, men. Okay? Doesn't cost too much, right? If you can shave yourself, I shave myself. Okay? If you can shave yourself, all right? But keep trimmed up, man. You know what I'm saying? She's been bragging about you. Especially, man, let me tell you something. Women's friends, If you're not holding up your end of the bargain in any way, you are going to be embarrassing your woman if you're in a heterosexual relationship. If you're in a homosexual relationship. Men, if you're a man and you're in a homosexual relationship with another man, you are going to be embarrassing that man. Definitely. Because look, they are bragging about you, you guys. They are bragging about you. Okay? They are bragging about you. So if you don't hold up your end of the bargain financially, if you are running around there and you are not financially holding up your end of the bargain as a man, you are embarrassing your significant other. Because their friends, whether it's a woman or a man, their friends are around there like, well, damn, what kind of man you got? You got to be the one bringing in the majority of the money. He don't got no job. Why he don't got no job? If you're not holding up your end of the bargain financially, like I just said, if you're not holding up your end of the bargain, you guys, with the way that you look, with the way the house looks, with the way the house looks on the outside, with the way things look on the inside of the house, as a man, you are embarrassing your significant other. Don't do that. Men, do not do that. Make your woman or your other man look good. Make them be proud. Make them want to talk about you so that they make their other friends jealous. You want this, men, this is how you want it, men. You want to be so good so that your woman, or if you're in a homosexual relationship, your boyfriend or your husband, you want to make yourself so good that they want to brag about you to the point to where their friends feel bad for their own men. So let's say if I'm with a girl, right? If I'm with a girl and her name is Janet, let's say. I want to be so good that Janet brags to her friends, and her friends look at their men like, well, damn, why you can't be like Omar? Her friend, I want to make Janet feel so good so that Janet's friends, my new girlfriend Janet, my make-believe girlfriend we just made up, so that Janet's friends look at their men like, dang, why you can't be like O-Dog? Why you can't be like Anti-Imperial? Why you can't be like Omar? Man, Omar got Janet living in this nice house. Omar works hard, right? So, first of all, let me say, Boss Lady says, you know what I'm saying, you got to keep the trim, you got to keep the nails clean. My nails, I try to do a pretty good job. No dirt under the nails, right? All right. You're all right. There we go. Y'all got these comments going fast. I'm trying to catch all of them. Emma says, I'm with you, gorgeous, and Boss Lady. No need to impress anyone. If they love us, they'll stay no matter how ugly you are. And Boss Lady says, I say, who cares about what people say? It's the man and me, period. And Boss Lady says, yes, Emma, our heart is beating beautifully every day. For sure, I see what you guys are saying, but look, but this is the thing. And that's my point. You're not doing it for other people. You're doing it for your significant other. See? Because if I meet you and I'm looking like this is how I should respect you enough to try to stay looking like. See? But guess what? If I meet you and I'm looking like this, right? And I meet you and I have a good job, and I meet you and I have a nice place. And so when I first meet you and we first started dating and everything, you take me to meet your friends for the first time. I'm looking good, I'm acting good and things like that. Then, after I'm with you, my beard grows out to here, I'm looking crazy. I don't take care, I don't even rebraid my hair anymore. It looks crazy. My skin looks crazy. My nails are all of a sudden starting to look dirty. Right? Imagine if my nails started to look dirty. Right? My skin looks dirty. Okay? Right? So imagine that. Imagine that you are not the person that the other person signed up for anymore. Because look at this. If I met you and I was all dirty, and my nails were dirty, and my hair was messed up, and my beard's messed up, and my clothes are messed up, and everything's messed up, if I met you like that, and you got me like that, and you wanted me like that, that's one thing. But it's rarely like that. the way it usually is, the way it usually is that you meet me and I'm putting on my best for you. See? But then once I get you, I don't do that anymore. And that's not fair. That's not fair. Right? That's not fair. So I understand what you guys are saying, right? About, yeah, like who cares what other people think? Stuff like that. It's not for that. It's for your significant other. Right? It's for your significant other. Okay? So you have to continue, you guys, to look good. You have to continue, you guys, to make sure that you do what you can for the person you are with. Right? Boss lady says, I'm going to help you take a shower, cut your nails, and communicate with you to help you get better. And that's what I'm saying, right? So it's not, oh, I look messed up. It's just me and my man. Who cares what anybody else thinks? It's like, well, you didn't come to me this way. You know what I mean? It's kind of like this. It's kind of like if I go buy a car, right? If I go see a car. I go see a car. I go test drive the car. And I like the car that I test drove and that I see. Then I put down a down payment, right? And I say, okay, here's my down payment. And I go to work for like another month because they say I need to go get like a couple more checks to actually finish paying for the down payment to actually take the car off the lot. So I go test drive the car. It's the perfect car. I don't want it to go anywhere. I want that car definitely. So I tell the car dealer, put this car up, park it. Here's like a little down payment. I'll come back and I'll finish paying the down payment in a month. I'll be back in a month. Let me get 2 more checks. I get paid every 2 weeks, let's say. Let me get 2 more checks, and I'll be back in a month with the rest of the down payment. And you come back to get the car. And the car looks different. It's a different color. The interior is messed up. The first one you saw was all clean. And it runs differently. It doesn't start up right away. Take care, Sandra. I see you. It's all good. Who is this? Alo Jayani. Alo Jayani. What's going on? Join the building. It's all good. It's all good. For sure. So I put the down payment on the car, but I go back to get the car, and the car is messed up. It's a different color. It's a different model. It's not as fast. Doesn't start up right. Doesn't sound right anymore. You're going to be like, hold up. This is not the car. Kisses to you, Sandra. This is not the car I signed up for. This is not the car I put the down payment on. That's what it's like, people. That's what it's like. Okay? That's what it's like. So who you are and what you show the person, that's the test drive. Okay? When you meet me, what I show you is the test drive. And you're like, you know what? I like the way this car drives. Okay? I like the way this car drives, right? Wow, this is a good test drive. I like the way this car drives, okay? Then, once I get you and we have sex and I'm with you and we're going to get married, then after we get married, I start to just kind of like let myself go, right? I start to just let myself go. Now, with time, with age, people do things like gain weight, right? People do things like that. That's not what I'm talking about. Those are things with like time and age that a lot of people we can't just get around. But because with time and age, you're doing things like gaining weight, that doesn't mean that you can't keep yourself looking good. That doesn't mean that, man, you can't keep yourself shaved because you're aging. That doesn't mean that you can't have new underwear on sometimes because you're aging, right? That doesn't mean that. Okay? So we got to definitely, you guys, we have to definitely make sure that we try to maintain ourselves for our significant other. Because I tell you what, tell you this, when we're with somebody and we don't maintain ourselves for that person, I bet you this a lot of times, I bet you when we go out with our friends to a club, I bet you we look good then. See? I bet you when we go out with our friends to a club, without our boyfriend or girlfriend, without our husband or wife, I bet you when we go out to a club or we go to a concert or we go to a comedy show, I bet you we look good then. When we're out with our friends, I bet you we look good then. But, see, when you're with your significant other, a lot of times, because you're around them so much, you kind of take them for granted. And so when your significant other is like on like a Saturday afternoon, it's like, hey, let's go get some food. You put on regular clothes. But I bet you this though. I bet you if this was when your relationship first started out, and that person, when it first started out, when you were excited about that person, if they would have called you and said, hey, it's Saturday, let's go out for a Saturday lunch. And if you've known this person for 2 weeks, and y'all been on like 2 dates, and they ask you to go out for a Saturday lunch, I bet you in the beginning of your relationship, I bet you then you got dressed up. I bet you got dressed up then. But then when you get used to them, you guys, you don't cater to them anymore the way that you used to. All right? But if your homeboys or your homegirls say, hey, man, let's go out to the club tonight, I bet you get dressed up. You're smelling good. All right? But we need to put that same energy into the people that we've been with for a long period of time, you guys. We need to put the same energy into those type of people, right? Okay? Boss Lady says, so that's when it's upon you and your woman to help each other get back into the space where you really love each other and you're truly happy, and you should have to have that change. Definitely, that's what it's about, right? That's what it's about, okay? Got to, you guys. We got to lift each other up, you guys, and definitely pull each other back to that space. Look, we can do fun things together, right? We can do fun things together, you guys. And Emma says everybody's beautiful in their own way. For sure. Definitely true. Definitely true, right? Definitely true. Everybody is beautiful in their own way, right? But that doesn't mean that because you're beautiful in your own way, that doesn't mean that you should not cater and should not be excited and should not, be happy about spending time with the person that you have been with for a long period of time. Doesn't mean that. Doesn't mean that. You need to get just excited for that person 2, 3, 4, 5 years into the relationship as you did 2, 3, 4 weeks into the relationship. MM Compost has joined, for sure. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? So, and you guys can do things, man, to make your relationship fun, right? You guys can do things like, man, cook together, right? Let's say if both of you guys are not as healthy as you used to be, y'all can cook together, right? Cook as a family, especially if you have kids. Imagine cooking together. Everybody helps out. Things like that are so much fun. Superstar 617 says, so true, Anti-Imperial. Help each other to remember why you fell in love. Definitely. Superstar 617, you are the most beautiful thing, sister. I love you to death, for sure. Definitely have to help each other, help remind each other why you guys fell in love. Got to do it, people. You have to do it. Have to do it. That leads to a healthy relationship, right? Man, you can do things like, man, you can go out, you guys can shop together as far as like go get groceries together. That's a beautiful thing. And try to get try to get things like where groceries together. Try to get things like when you guys go and be like, try to get healthy things together that you guys want to cook together. Look online, look on the internet and be like, man, you know what? I saw this recipe. Let's try to cook this recipe, babe. Right? While you're laying in bed at night together, you're looking over the internet, right? Let's try to get this recipe, babe. Man, let's go. When we go to the grocery store this weekend, let's get these ingredients. Hold on, let me do a screenshot real quick of this recipe. We're going to do this weekend. Make it like a fun event, right? For you and your spouse, you and your significant other. If you have kids, make it a fun event for the family, right? Give one of your kids this task. Hey, okay, you're going to be the blender guy. You're going to be the blender. You over here, you chop the carrots. You over here, you do this. Everybody can eat healthier. And you're finding a funner way to eat healthy. Therefore, you're maintaining health. You guys will live longer together. And you will be sexier to each other. Have more sex with each other. Because you're eating healthier, you feel healthier inside. And therefore, you will feel more sexual because you feel healthier inside. It's a win-win. From top to bottom. A win-win from top to bottom. Find ways to make things fun together. The same way, if me and you first started dating, and I was like, come over tonight, let's cook together. Let's find a recipe together and go to the grocery store together and buy all the ingredients together and cook together. You guys, whether the meal comes out good or not, it's probably going to lead to a sexual night. See? Probably going to lead to a sexual night. Because you guys are having fun together. And the same way, if me and you had just started dating, and I was like, hey, come over to my house tonight. Let's go grocery shopping together. Let's cook together. And we've been dating for maybe like a month or something like that. Maybe this is the first time you're coming to my house. We should be having that same energy 5 years into the relationship. Right? I'm just telling you guys how to have a healthy relationship, because see, most of us, we get there and 5 years later we're not doing the same thing, and now everything's starting to fade away. The passion's starting to fade away. The love's starting to fade away. I'm just letting you guys know, right? Letting you guys know this is how you lead to a healthy relationship, right? Health and exercise while being in love, you guys. Health and exercise while being in love. Boss Lady says high heels in the kitchen for sure. So Boss Lady, that's cool, right? But it doesn't have to be every night. It doesn't have to be every night. Just like when you first start dating, every time I see you, if I'm dating you, right? Every time I see you, you're not going to be in like a G-string. You're not going to be in a thong and high heels every time you come to my house when we're in the kitchen, every time we date. No. But what about, every once in a while, just show up, right? When I tell you to come over. Or when you come home from work. Okay? I'm there. Or if I'm coming home from work and you open the door and you're in a trench coat with lingerie underneath and high heels. Especially, imagine this. This is a good scenario. Imagine this. Imagine if I'm up for a promotion, or I'm up to do some type of big thing at my job. And you see me all week, for the past 2 weeks, I've been stressing it. I've been stressing getting this job promotion thing together. I have to present, maybe I have to do a presentation at work or something like that, right? And you see me for 2 weeks. I'm stressing. I'm working on things. I'm doing PowerPoints. You see me at nighttime. I've been working. You know it's the day of my presentation. My big presentation. Been working on this presentation for 2 weeks. Me and you, we've been married for 8 years. 10 years. I go, I do the presentation, right? You call me up, you're like, babe, I hope you have a good day. I know it's a big day for you. I hope everything works out, right? Hope everything works out. I go, I do the presentation. What about on the way back home, well, you know I've been working on this. On the way back home, when I hit that door that evening, what about, you're like, babe, I hope it worked out. And you have on a trench coat with lingerie underneath, with high heels. And you're like, look, babe, whether you did a good job or bad job, I saw you working on that presentation for the last 2 weeks, and I'm going to take care of you tonight. Right? On the flip side, what if I see you as my wife doing the same thing, working on a presentation for 2 weeks that you got to present to your boss? Whether it went good or bad, when you come home that night, guess what I have at home waiting for you? In the living room, I hired, which I've done this before. In the living room, when you walk in, I hired one of those masseuse companies, and they have a huge masseuse table in the living room with 2 masseuses, 2 massage therapists. And they have champagne, the most expensive kind. And they're feeding you grapes while they're massaging you, because it's all included in the massage package that I brought for you that night. And this is a weeknight. This is not the weekend. This is a weeknight. But because I know you worked so hard on that presentation, when you come home, that's what I have waiting for you. And we're 10 years into our marriage. This is not new. I'm not trying to impress you. We're not months into our dating relationship. We're years in. And I do this to keep the passion alive in our relationship. To do things exciting for you the way I would have done them when we first got started 10 years ago. Those are the type of things, right? Those are the type of things, okay? It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Leslie Webb, 1803, for sure. Emma says, I guess that's why still today I'm thinking about if I want to tie the knot or not. It's all good, Emma. To each his own, right? To each his own, for sure. Leslie Webb, I see you. Robert DeFore, for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. But that's how you have to do things, you guys. We have to do things like that, right? Just because you have somebody, just because you're in a relationship with somebody, you have them, you guys, doesn't mean that you're not in competition anymore. Right? Doesn't mean that we're not humans. Right? Doesn't mean that we don't want somebody. I mean, we're just humans, right? So things that smell good to us, we're attracted to. Things that look good to us, we're attracted to. Okay? That's how we are, right? We have eyes, we have noses, we have ears, okay? So I'm going to love you regardless, but you don't want me coming to bed smelling bad, looking like I'm going to come to bed. I want to smell good. I want to cuddle up with you. I want to be good with you, right? The same way that if we first started dating, I would do that because I'm excited about you, because it's brand new. But I'm going to end up loving you 10 years down the line the same way I loved you when it was brand new. I'm going to always do that. And I've always been that type of person, right? No matter what, I've always been that type of person. Okay, and I will always be that type of person, and I think that's what will lead to more happiness within a relationship, you guys, and different things like that, you know. So, Emma says, if someone's doing that to me, I really appreciate it. Expensive champagne, massage, and a simply delicious dinner. Hey, there you go, Emma, right? So me, I've always been like that no matter how long it is, if it's 10 years in, if it's 10 weeks into a relationship, if it's 10 days in, I'm going to still have that same type of energy to make you happy and do everything to show you that I appreciate you and that I love you and that I cherish you for the woman that you are, right? So you always should cherish somebody for the woman or the man that you are. And now when you guys, as I say, when you guys get older, as we get older, you know, we gain weight and things like that. But man, after we eat as a family, we can cook as a family, right? Us and the kids, and we're having fun. And hey, tell our son over there, our son, you know, you're in charge of the timer, right? Make sure our stuff doesn't burn, right? You're in charge of the timer. And our daughter, you're in charge of the blender. And you know, our other son over here, he's in charge of cutting the carrots and things like that. And we cook as a family. But not only that, we eat as a family. Without our cell phones, people, with no cell phones, right? So that we can sit down and discuss and talk about things at the table together, right? And everybody's just not on their cell phones. So, man, we had fun cooking as a family. It was so much fun. We're eating as a family. That's so much fun. And guess what else we can do? Guess what else we can do? We put the dishes, we can put them in the sink real quick, right? Put some water on them, okay? Put some water on them and things like that, right? Put the dishes in the sink real quick, okay? Boss Lady, what's going on, Boss Lady? I see you. It's all good, Boss Lady. Boss Lady joins us. She's at work. We appreciate her taking out time from her at her job to join us. She says, I'm back. Sorry, I was counting the safe out. Got to make sure that money's there, Boss Lady, for sure, for sure. So we eat as a we cook as a family. We eat as a family, right? No phones, like me and Boss Lady just said. We eat as a family. And guess what we could do? We could take our plates, put them in the sink real quick, run a little water on them, because we're going to wash them. But guess what we could do? We can go out, you guys, and we can walk as a family. Caribbean curls, the one and only, the most beautiful Caribbean curls, as I may say myself. It's all good. But you guys, then we can walk as a family, right? We can go out and walk as a family because, you guys, we had so much fun cooking as a family. We had so much fun eating as a family. Then we can go out and walk around the block, you guys, a couple of times as a family. As we walk the dog or something like that, we're still having fun and we're getting exercise and spending that time together, you guys. Spending that time together will help to increase our sexuality for each other. Because a lot of times, once you're together for so many years with the kids and things like that, you know, it can start to wane. I miss you too, Caribbean Curls. You know, I love you, sister. You're the love of my life. It's all good. For sure, for sure, for sure. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Emma says, my dad's law was no gadgets with dinner or quality time spent with the whole family. For sure, Emma. I'm with that 100%, right? I'm with that 100%. Definitely have to do that, you guys. And as we're walking around the block, we had this good day. We cooked together. We ate together. We're walking together as a family. We all had fun. Guess what? As me and you, as husband and wife, even though we've been together for 8, 10, 12, 15 years, as we're walking around and the kids are walking the dog and the dog is dragging them down the street, right? Because the dog's happy to be out. Me and you, we're going to glance over at one another and we're going to smile at each other because we're going to look at everything that we've created, the family that we've created, and we're going to remember the love that we have for one another. It's going to turn us on, not only sexually, but we're going to feel so warm inside of ourselves, inside of our heart, for one another. And that stuff like that will even remind us on why we fell in love, you guys. For sure, for sure. For sure, for sure. Definitely, 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 right? And Boss Lady says, it gets routine. I felt that. It definitely does get routine, right? Definitely does get routine. For sure, for sure. It's all that. You said, I told you she was the love of your life. Called that Caribbean. I saw that. It's all good. I love Caribbean Curls. Caribbean Curls is my girl right there. She's beautiful. She's wonderful. She's family to me. You guys, family connection for sure, for sure, for sure. Love Caribbean Curls. Definitely, definitely, definitely. But man, definitely, man, do things like that together, you guys. Go out, grocery shop together. Go out shopping together. I know kind of shopping, not like shopping, like just shopping, like tediousness. But when you want to like go out shopping together, buy sexy clothes together. If you guys go to the lingerie, go to Victoria's Secrets together and things like that, you guys, right? Pick out things together and be like, damn, babe, I want to see you in this one. Woo, right? If they can't be there with you because they're working, guess what you could do? Use FaceTime. FaceTime them, right? Get your phone, FaceTime them. Hey, babe, look where I'm at. And you're like, damn, babe, you there without me? Oh, man. Babe, what you like better, babe? This one or this one, right? With the phone, right? What you like better, babe? This one or this one? You're like, damn, babe, I don't know. I like both of them, but man, if you got to go with this one right here. Go with the red or go with the black or do whatever, right? What's going on? What's going on, Kenya? I see you, sister. But definitely, man, go shopping together for sexy clothes, you guys. Right? You can go to sex shops together if you want to do that, okay? Talk about your fantasies together. Talk about your fantasies, you guys. Very important, all right? Very important. Talk about your fantasies, all right? And guess what? When somebody talks to you about their fantasies, listen. Listen to them. Even if it's something that you are not willing to do, listen to them and try to talk to them and find a compromise, okay? Listen to them and be like, look, babe, look, I'm really not comfortable doing that, but what if we started off doing this instead? Can we do that? And then maybe later on, you know, as things go on, maybe I'll find myself more comfortable with doing more of the stuff you want to do, but can you at least start here? Because, you know, I might be different sexually than you are. You might be more outgoing sexually than I am, right? But I'll say, well, you know what? I'll try to meet you kind of halfway. Can you start here, kind of where I am first, and maybe I'll work myself into more of what you're into? All right? But don't just hear somebody's fantasies and be like, oh, that's stupid. That's nasty. I'll never do that. Because guess what now? Guess what now? Now you've opened the door to where they're going to start thinking like, well, you know what? Like, I only live once. She won't even, like, this is a fantasy I've had my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Or these are the things that really make me happy. So now you guys might get caught up in this thing to where you guys aren't pleasing each other sexually. And so if you guys aren't going to be pleasing each other sexually, that's going to start to cause a whole nother set of problems in your relationship, right? So that was today, you guys. Today or tonight, depending on where you are in the world. So definitely, you guys, try to keep yourselves up. Try to keep yourselves, just like engaged and just in passion and just involved with the effort and energy that you first had when you got with somebody in a relationship. Even though it's years down the line, try to keep that same energy, try to keep that same excitement, okay? Try to keep that same love between one another, and that will lead to a healthier relationship, all right? That will lead to a healthier relationship, okay? And, just like we said, you guys, man, cook as a family, cook together, try to do things together, find recipes on the internet, right? Find recipes online and say, hey, babe, let's try to cook this on Saturday, right? We're both off Saturday, or we're both off for work on Sunday. Let's try to cook this on Sunday. So let's go to the grocery store tomorrow night and get all the ingredients, and let's try to cook this, the whole family. Let's try to cook this together and see if we can come out like looking like this, because man, the way they did it looks great. Like the way they did this, look at how pretty it looks, babe. And then when you guys cook it together, guys, when it comes out, even if it comes out messed up, you guys are going to have the biggest laugh. You guys are going to be like, babe, look at how it looks here. And look at ours, babe. We suck, babe. We really suck. We are terrible at this. You guys are going to have the biggest laugh about this type of stuff, okay? So definitely, you guys, man, definitely just try to do things together, man, the same way that you would put energy into going out with your friends. If your friends called you and said, let's go out to the club, girl, hey man, let's go out to the club, dog, whatever it is, right? Let's go to this comedy club, let's go to the club, let's go here. Your male friends say, man, let's go to the strip club, whatever it is. The same energy you put into that, put that same energy into your significant other, you guys. When your significant other says, hey, let's go out for lunch on Saturday, put that same energy into that, right? Put that same energy into that. If your significant other says, man, let's go out Friday night, let's go to dinner Saturday night, right? Put that same energy as if you were going out with him or her for the first time. All right, put that same energy into that, you guys. All right. So I hope all of you guys out there have beautiful, healthy relationships, you guys. Interstellar Traveler, I appreciate it. What's going on? Interstellar Traveler has joined us. It's all good. Boss Lady says, it's all good. I'll be back if you're not on. Take care. Love you, Boss Lady. Love you. She says this was a superb topic, and I loved it. And we love you, Boss Lady. I love it when you're always here, sister. Love you and appreciate you wholeheartedly. Definitely. But definitely, man, put that same energy in there. Interstellar Traveler, love you. Interstellar Traveler, put that same energy in there. Love you, Kenya. Love everybody, you guys. Put that same energy in there, and hopefully everything will work out, you guys. This was, a healthy relationship, health and exercise while in love, you guys. Health and exercise while in love. For sure. Interstellar Traveler says, I'm spoiled. I want to be with a significant other every day. That's the way it should be. Interstellar Traveler. That's what we've been talking about. That's the way it definitely should be. That's how you should feel. That's the way it should be, you guys. The passion, the love. Hopefully you guys can rekindle that if it's died down. And hopefully you guys can, make your relationship stronger and everlasting. And that's my hope for all of you guys out there. This was it. Diversity Outspoken, you guys. I am Dogg, Anti-Imperial the Chill. Dogg, Anti-Imperial the Chill. Shata, I see you, Shata. Dogg, you guys. Dogg is a hopeless, he's kind of like a thug. Dogg is kind of like the one, he's kind of like a jokester, right? He's kind of sexually explicit at times. That's Dogg. The second name, my second artist name is Anti-Imperial. Anti-Imperial, he's more about, the difference of, he's more about religion and upliftment, education. He's more about politics and government, social issues, psychology, sociology, philosophy, economics, international relations, and things like that. That is Anti-Imperial. And the chill is the hopeless romantic. The chill is all about falling in love, raising a family, and things like that. Definitely. Have a good night, Interstellar Traveler. You guys have a good day or night, depending on where you are. For sure, I love all of you guys. This is Diversity Outspoken. We call this Diversity Outspoken because we speak about a diverse range of topics, and we are outspoken or straight to the point about those very topics, for sure. Definitely, you guys, Diversity Outspoken. This takes place, you guys. Diversity Outspoken, it airs every Wednesday night, 9 o'clock p.m. United States Eastern Time Zone, and every Sunday night, 9 o'clock p.m. United States Eastern Time Zone. So every Wednesday night, every Sunday night, 9 o'clock p.m. United States Eastern Time Zone, we do this Diversity Outspoken, people. All right? For sure, we have one rule here only. You can agree or disagree, you guys, but definitely be respectful of each other, be respectful of the entire environment, as you guys always are, because we're one big happy family here, as you guys always see that. For sure, for sure. I love you guys. Definitely. To get in touch with me, you guys, on Instagram and on TikTok, it is at anti_imperial. It's just like this. This is my YouTube, Anti-Imperial with a space in between. But on Instagram and TikTok, it's at anti_imperial. That little line down there, that little underscore, little line is at the bottom. Anti_imperial on Instagram and on TikTok. And on YouTube, as you see, it's just Anti-Imperial with a space in between. Thank you very much, you guys. I appreciate you guys. You guys take care. I love you guys to death. For sure. Make sure you guys on Instagram, if you guys have me on Instagram, go to my IG bio page. Click the link in my Instagram bio page. It's my latest video. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube, when you click that link on my Instagram bio page and that YouTube video comes up, go ahead and hit the subscribe button that's right there so you'll be subscribed. I love all of you guys out here. Caribbean Curls, I love you to death, sister. You know, you're my love. You're a wonderful individual, and I appreciate you were here. Robbie Joe, Kwaku, everybody, Sandra, everybody who came on today. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, you guys. I love you guys. Take care. Have a blessed day or night, depending on where you are in the world. I love you guys. Take care. All right. Bye-bye.